We want to talk now about introducing cattle on wheat pasture with Paul Beck, our Extension Livestock Specialist. And Paul, welcome to Oklahoma State.
Well, it's great to be back in Oklahoma. Thank you.
Let's talk about kind of an unusual year in terms of getting cattle actually out on wheat pasture a little later than normal.
Yes, this fall we've had outstanding weather to produce fall wheat forage. You can see here we've got wheat that's about 12 inches tall and highly productive. We've got a closed canopy of wheat forage here, allowing us to build up a lot of forage growth like what we have here.
The wheat is looking great, but there are some things to think about in terms of stocking rates and forage availability. Dive into that for us.
So whenever, the rule of thumb that we've always worked by is using about 2 acres per stocker calf on wheat pasture, and that's worked well for us in Oklahoma in the past. But when we have a lot of forage growth like what we have this year, we can further tweak that stocking rate to better utilize the forage and possibly increase our stocking rates by placing more calves out there. I've done quite a bit of research over the years, and if we can start cattle out on wheat pasture with about 3.5 or 4 pounds of forage dry matter per pound of calf body weight, then we should be able to maximize our average daily gain. Look at this forage we have here. It's about 12 inches deep, and for every inch in height, wheat forage would be about 150 to 350 pounds of dry matter. We're looking at about 200 to 200 or 2,500 pounds of forage dry matter per acre. So we can easily, on a 500-pound calf, we can easily go to a 1 calf per acre and still have expectations of very high performance on these types of pastures.
These cattle are getting a complete change of diet in a matter of a few days when they're introduced to wheat pasture. Kind of talk about that and some things for producers to keep in mind.
So this time of year, everything that the cattle would be coming from, whether it's a dry hay diet in the dry lot, or if they're out on summer grass and grazing some stockpiled warm season grasses, they're going from a dry diet with very low moisture in that diet to a diet like this wheat field that has a lot of moisture in it. There's a lot of soluble sugars and soluble proteins in that, so it's a complete change in diet for these cattle. If we turn cattle out for just a short period of time, our performance over 30 days is going to be very low. We've weighed cattle off from wheat grazing experiments where after 35 days, they only gained about 1 pound a day. If we're able to extend that out to 70 or 80 days like we normally would see on fall and winter wheat pasture, then those cattle for the next 35 or 40 days will gain 2.5 or 3 pounds a day, giving us our average expected performance of over 2 pounds a day for the entire grazing period.
So you need to give it some time before you see the results.
Right. They don't just go to it and start performing right away.
Great. Well, keep us posted, and we'll look forward to telling our Sun Up viewers all about it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Paul.